Hey guys, you'll never guess who I met this morning. For me, this is a huge honour. I'm standing next to Mr. George Papandreou. He's the former Prime Minister of Greece. He's an actual Prime Minister. He has sat at the table with some of the most amazing people in the world, and he has changed the lives of millions of people in his own country. So I'm so lucky that we can interview him today. So good morning, Mr. Papandreou.
Good morning, Christian.
On behalf of my kids back at St. Michael's, how did you dream of being a Prime Minister when you were a child?
I had my dreams. I didn't expect when I was a young boy that I would get into politics or be a Prime Minister. But I was very involved or very interested in social issues, problems of society, and in many ways that brought me into politics. Of course, I had a tradition. My father at some point got into politics too, but my life experiences are the ones that actually got me interested in social issues. Greece, of course, at some point went through a dictatorship, so I lived through a dictatorship. It's a very, very trying experience, having authoritarian rule, not being able to speak your mind, not being able to be sure that what your future will be, seeing people around you, even family members being jailed because of their political opinions. So that was quite an experience for me. But there are other big issues around the world, whether it's the environment, whether it's poverty, whether it's inequality, whether it's the refugee issue, which we're now dealing with in the region. These are issues which need people to help, and that's what I see politics. Politics, the word politics comes from the ancient Greek language, the word polis. Polis means city, and therefore citizens. So basically what politics is and was in the ancient Greek times when we first began with democracy was that everybody who's a citizen is involved with politics. It's not as if it's something out there, something different, somebody else, some few people doing it. Every citizen is, in a way, a politician, is somebody who can, who should be able to be involved with the issues.
That's amazing to get an insight into what it's like to be a politician, and it's incredible. I know a lot of our kids back at St. Michael's that have told me that they would love to be the Prime Minister one day of Australia.
Why not?
Do you have any advice for some of our kids that might want to be a Prime Minister and dream of aspiring to the top?
Well, first of all, greetings to your kids in the classroom. It's great to be able to speak to Christian here. He's a great guy too, huh? He's been doing lots in his life despite his difficulties. So I very much appreciate what you've been able to do, and you are a role model for many people too. I think that, so just thinking about that, if you really want to be involved in politics, I would say first of all you have to follow your heart. Some people get into politics because they like the glamour, power. I think that's not the right way. But everybody has their own view. But my view is that if you want to be in politics, think of the things you want to change in the world. Think of the things you think are wrong. Learn about them. But then you've got to talk to people and say, okay, why don't we work together, create a team, build up support on these issues. Become well educated about these issues, and then you have to fight for them. It's a fight. It's a peaceful fight in a democracy, but it's a noble fight, and that will take you places. It may take you to actually change things. You may become Prime Minister, you may not, but if you actually change things, whether you're Prime Minister or not becomes less important. But if you become Prime Minister, or a very high position in politics, then you have a huge responsibility to the people who have entrusted you basically through their vote, and you have to live up to that responsibility, and you have to think about that every day, see if what you're doing is right or wrong. Don't get caught up in the glory of the power or the media or the flashing photographers, but really think and focus on what your purpose is to help your country.
That's amazing. That's incredible advice. And I know on behalf of all of us at St. Michael's, we are so grateful for you taking the time, and we really appreciate it.
Great to meet you, Christian, and congratulations on the fact that you're here.
Oh, thank
and
you
one of the
very much.
finalists for this Nobel Prize on education.
Thank you. It's been amazing. Thanks, guys. I'll see you back in class. See ya.